They trying to sell me out up in the library. First of all, they had a man across the street at the McDonald's trying to smoke cigarettes in front of me while I was waiting for the library to open. While I was waiting for the library to open, a black man was smoking cigarettes. A Bloods gang member trying to because they abusing me. Without had let me have shelter and food, and then keep coming around me, they abusing me while pregnant, and then want to smoke cigarettes around me to try to have me smoking cigarettes and discredit me. And then another man came out the O'Reillys and started smoking cigarettes, and then God told me to say that they got a black man texting me right now. He's involved. They're involved all over the country. He trying to call me. They trying to get me to come to East Point. They tried to set me to be murdered. Set me up to be murdered in East Point, not in at the West End on the South Side, on the whole South Side, about my evidence about my pregnancy. And then they doing operations out of the O'Reillys across the street from the DeKalb County Clarkston campus library about the evidence of my pregnancy. They got them swarming out of the parking lot and coming out, walking up on me out of that parking lot. And they got them going into the McDonald's parking lot and swarming out of the McDonald's parking lot and walking up out of the McDonald's parking lot about my evidence to my pregnancy. And the man from last night that followed me to Oglethorpe, Brookhaven, Oglethorpe, train station. He had got on the train late at night, and I mentioned it. I was like, what is he doing? He followed me, and he's over here following me he was following me in front of the O'Reillys. I was at the bus stop, but he walked in front of the O'Reillys on Covington Highway by Memorial Drive, and then he walked into the McDonald's, and he was acting like some crazy homeless person at the train station. But how you follow me all the way from the north side, Brook Oglethorpe, last night where I was lying down charging my phone. So had I not been charging my phone, this black man was following me. And then he followed me all the way to back here to Covington. What are you doing from Brookhaven all the way back here on the east side? They're following me about the evidence of my pregnancy. And then they have a homosexual black male in here sitting down like he's working on stuff. And they talking about sodomizing my little boy. And then they got these gay homosexual black men out here helping them lie about it because they're letting these whites sodomize them and then trying to cover up them trying to sodomize my child. And then the black men cannot conceive, so they disrespected my womb from running around being gay and letting these white men and other men sodomize them. And then you want to lie about my pregnancy. I'm a female. I have been impregnated. I have been carrying this baby since this jail, and y'all are disrespecting all bloodlines of my people, of our women, by helping these devils cover up my pregnancy. And for the African American women to be doing it is really heinous. But they're already getting abortions and stuff like that. I've never had an abortion, so I'm not gonna just lie about my own pregnancy because y'all want to do that. So I was the first person to come into this library. The library opened at 10 o'clock a.m. The Clarkston campus, the Clarkston Covington branch, the DeKalb County Covington branch. I was the first one to open. I think this lady finna come and say something to me about being on my phone. I'm not on my phone. They was loud as hell, so I can't say what I need to say. What they trying to do to me in this library right now. So basically, it's black people running the library. And when I was coming into the parking lot from the bus stop, because I waited at the bus stop, I got there at 9:30 something, and I had to wait about 30 minutes for them to open, and they had them doing this cigarette stuff around me, knowing that I'm pregnant and abused. And then when I walked into the library parking lot, two gang members, Crips gang members, black men, came from behind some bushes behind the library, and then they came walking towards me as I was coming into the library parking lot. And I was like, why do they have these two black men coming all the way out of the bushes to try to harass me about my evidence to my pregnancy and about my evidence about my son while I'm coming into this library house? And I said to myself, I said, you would think that they would stop by now, but they think that they got all the power. They think that because I'm only one African American woman in this country that they gonna sit over here and do all this shit to me and that nobody is gonna know. And so when I came into the library, the lady was looking at me funny, like, oh, let me take your temperature and all of that. And my temperature was 97.7. And then I came and I talked to the lady and I said I wanted to get on the computer, but not right now. I was like, let me just read some books and let my phone charge. That's what I'm doing. And so, all of us, like, sudden, they had this black lady come and started checking books and stuff. So I picked out a bunch of books and I'm going to show y'all the books that I picked out right here. These are the books that I picked out, and I got a couple of more. And the lady came over to me and was like, oh, can I see what books you have? And then she started reading it and was like, oh, because I need to check the numbers. So she was over there trying to ask me, what color books do I wear, and I think she about to tell me I need to go while I'm telling what they doing.
Ma'am, are you going to be reading all these books?
Yes, I'm about to put the books up in a second.
Because we scan them and check them in before we put them back.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
we count how many books are used.
Okay.
So if you could just bring them to the front.
In a second, yes.
Okay.
So this is ridiculous. So the lady came up to me and was like, you.
Also, you have to step outside to use your cell phone. There's no cell phone use in the library.
Okay, that's fine. So she's trying to make me step outside while I'm telling what they're doing, and that's only going to be brief, and I'm going to finish right here. So I have these books, and they were loud as hell, and I can tell. I'm recording. I'm not on my phone. So the black lady came like, can I see your books? Not her. And she started trying to read to see what I'm reading because they don't want me to have no knowledge, no help to defeat them from trying to help kill an African woman for protecting herself, and I'm pregnant, and you should be ashamed. And so then she was like, oh, well, just leave them on the table when you get done with them. She said, because then we're going to scan. No, she said, I'm going to put them back. And then so I said, okay. And so she said that then she walked off and left me here. And she didn't say anything about the amount of books that I had. She didn't say anything. And so they've been leaving me on the streets for 5 or 6 days without any rest and sleep. And so I dozed out for like 1 second, and they got the security man coming over here harassing me because I'm telling. So I'm not talking on my phone. I'm working on a project. I'm not on my cell phone. I'm not talking to anybody. So the book that I have is called Land of Tears, The Exploitation of Equilateral Africa. I'm trying to find out more information. Another book that I have is called Diamonds, Gold, and War. Another book that I have is called The United States, A Nation in the Making. They're trying to find a way to kick me up out of here so they can keep trying to help kill me and this baby outside. That's what they're trying to do. And then I have one about Barack Obama because he's selling me out. Because of his legacy. He wants to follow behind the legacy of them. So he's not standing up for me in this country. And then I have the barefoot woman because they got me out here walking around like I'm barefoot. And then the devil came on a horseback. This is a book. And then I have another one on Africa's World War. So I'm going to choose which ones I'm going to continue to read. I'm going to put this one back. I'm going to read this one. The Devil Came on a Horseback. I'm going to read The Barefoot Woman. I'm not going to read nothing about Barack Obama. I just got that book to show y'all that he's a fucking sellout. And then The United States, A Nation in the Making. I'm going to read this one a little bit, but not a lot, because they're selling me out. These African American women are selling me out. They are selling out our bloodline. They are selling out our children because of ding, 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 because of these white women, because they want to follow behind the legacy of white women who have raped and pillaged our children for 400 years. And then this one is the Diamond War. I'm going to keep this one. The British, the Boers, and the making of South Africa, how they got over there in South Africa, and they need to get their asses off of South Africa, and they need to send me back to Africa with my children. But I don't even want to go back to Africa. I want to be rescued by the righteous. And then I'm going to read The Land of Tears. So this is just 4 simple books. And I'm going to put these 4 simple other books that I'm not going to read back. Oh, and then I have this book right here called The Girl Who Smiled Bees, and I'm not really interested in that, so I'm gonna put that back. So these are the 5 books I'm gonna put up. I had a total of 9 books. They're harassing me about that. I've been here since 10 a.m. with these books, and I was not harassed. So let me go and bring her back her books, those 5 books, and tell her that I kept 4, and then I'm continue to tell y'all what they just conspired to try to have the security officer come and do to me. A big, fat, nasty black man. Hold on. I just want to show y'all there is nobody in here but that other black male I was telling you about. So for them to be targeting to harass me, um, that's just fucking ridiculous. So I have the Land of Tears should be America. So I just have 4 books, and I went and told her. I said I put the 5 books up there, and I told her I said, ma'am, the only reason why I had all of those books, I said I'm in a bit of a crisis. I said, so that's why I had so many books. And I put them down and I said, thank you. But the security man, he was standing right over there in the front by her desk, by the door, and he was staring at me, big fat black guy with the Bloods and Crips gang colors on, and he's working as security here because they're all at their jobs repping for the white man. She shot a white man. So black people trying to make war with me for their master, for their white man, knowing that he was abusing me and my baby. So they're like, we'll kill you. We'll kill that baby. We don't care if he was abusing you. We'll kill and rape your little boy too. We don't care. That's our master. They can rape and kill as many black babies and black women as they want to. Well, if that's the case, then why the fuck y'all trying to stop me from telling about it? So anyway, I had my hood like this a little bit because they got it freezing cold in here, and they just kind of fixed the temperature a little bit, but it was freezing. I have on my coat and like layers of clothing, and it was freezing in here. And the black man, like I felt myself doze off a couple times because I've been up for days for my safety, because they keep sending gang members around me and leaving me outside, and then they have nowhere for me to sit during the day or at night. And there's another gang member. Oh yeah, so a female Bloods gang member came in here earlier. A male Bloods gang member came in here earlier, and there's another Bloods gang member that just came in here to the desk where she's at. They all acting like I'm crazy while they trying to set me up for this white dumbass fucking country. How dare you try to cover up another heinous crime against another black woman and 2 fucking children. So anyway, I don't mean to say it like that, but 2 children. That's just ridiculous. And then the black man had started walking up to me, and because I had dozed off like just briefly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you be reading a book, and I had the book standing up in my hand like this. And I was reading it, and as I was reading, I couldn't keep reading because I started dozing. And then I was like, fuck. And he came, but I didn't never fall asleep. And he was watching me, and he seen that I'm sleepy and that I'm reading and I'm sleepy. And so he came over to me, and I saw him staring at me, and I said to myself, I said, he better not come over here and try to start no shit with me. And then he sure fucking did. And he started walking towards me. And then came over to try hover over me right here. And he was like, ma'am. He was like, you can't keep stacking them books up like that. And I said, hold on, what you talking about? And I started fiddling with my phone to see if the last video was loaded that said they selling me out. Blacks are selling me out, me and my children. And he said, you can't keep stacking them books up like that. And I started to put my phone on. And then I was like, what are you talking about, stacking my books up like what? I said, I've been in here since 10 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock right now. So I've been here a couple hours. I said, I've been here since 10 o'clock. And I said, and ain't now one of them librarians said nothing to me about stacking up no books. You see, she just came and said something to me after I said, and then women didn't say nothing to me. And see, the other woman was here at the front desk, but now she moved, and now the other woman is at the front desk. So they moving around, people coming in and out, plotting on me. It's just ridiculous. Black people, oh Lord, handle them, Father God. Because they want to talk about they Satanists. They want to bow down talking about worshiping the white man as they God. And then they fighting the real God who on my side. And so, I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. So basically, he said, "Oh well, I see you had your hood on, because I pulled my hood off when I seen him looking at me, and so he didn't have no reason to come say nothing to me then. So he was saying something about the books, and I was like, there's not even that many books. And I was like, and I ain't keep stacking up nothing. I got those books when I first came here, and I've been sitting here the whole time, and ain't now one of them librarians said nothing to me. He was like, oh, well, I seen you dozing off. And then I'm like, I'm not asleep up in here. I ain't fell asleep up in here. Yeah, I'm sleepy, but I ain't fell asleep up in here. And then he was like, oh, because they don't want me to be able to get no sleep up in here, because this is somewhere where I could fall asleep. But now you ain't supposed to sleep in here, but they don't want me to get no sleep at all. And I did doze off, and I had one vision. When I doze off for like 30 seconds, I'm having visions awake because the Holy Spirit is telling me stuff while they trying to plot to kill me. So if I fall asleep for 5 seconds, God will tell me something, and I'll wake right back up. If I fall asleep for another 5 seconds, God will say something to me, and I'll wake right back up, because they trying to kill me with this baby, and they trying to starve my baby and kill us. So yes, the Holy Spirit is talking to me, and God said to one woman, he said he was going to give her money for helping us, a black woman. He said he was going to let me give her money for helping us, and they got the Bloods gang member coming back here by me. He's a black man, and he's coming back here by me, and he about to sit at this table right here. And he got on a red hat, black and red clothing, and military. He got on military bag, a military bag on his backpack. He's staring me all in my mouth. They tried to tell me to go outside and tell y'all what's going on, but I was like, nah, fuck that. I'ma tell you what's going on right now. And so when the man see me, so-called security man see me, it looked like a Waffle House shirt, but it had security on there. When he see me about to put my camera on, he hurried up and walked off. And then he was like, you can't be in here all day. And I said, I ain't gonna be in here all day. First of all, I said the library just opened at 10 o'clock, and I just got here at 10 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. I ain't been here all day.